morning everyone, and welcome back to another Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge. I'm your host, Andrea Hawk, and thank you guys so much for joining. I hope that you are all having a wonderful Thursday, and again, apologize for yesterday's technical difficulties. So we re-uploaded and reshot yesterday, so you can watch the whole thing and learn a whole nother thing. So, all right, I'm starting to see some of you guys pop up in the chat. Good morning to Julia, Tim, Tatiana. I recognize a lot of you guys from these last 2 weeks. So thank you all so much for joining, and let's go ahead and pop on over into Behance. So behance.net/challenge/XD. As always, this is where you can find all of your daily prompts. So we only have today and tomorrow left. So look at all of these that we have already completed. This is crazy. Today we have a really fun one, kind of like just creative and just very fun. So if you don't already know what the creative challenge is, it's really an opportunity for you to work on your skills, get feedback on your work, and meet other designers in the community. So just for fun, not a competition, no winners or losers, just for your own benefit. And be sure to watch right here our daily live show every day at 11:30 Pacific time. So this was all last week. We did a bunch of icons and buttons and drag gestures. And today, really fun one, we're going to be doing advanced prototyping. But don't be scared, I promise it's not hard. It's a very playful one. So I want you to design a build your own pizza experience for a pizza ordering app. So use auto-animate to animate toppings as your users add items like pepperoni, mushrooms, and peppers. Or if you're one of those crazy folks that likes to add pineapple, go for that too. So you can go ahead and click the Get Started button, and this will bring you to the Dropbox link. As always, I provide you guys just with that file for some inspiration to help you get started, some resources, and if you want to rewatch any of the videos, the one we re-uploaded yesterday is up on YouTube as well. Press that blue button. And if you want to be notified every 2 weeks of future XD challenges, just hit the subscribe button. Cool. So let's then go on over into Discord. So if you're not already a member, definitely encourage you to join this. This is an area where we just give feedback, get feedback on your work, chat about career opportunities, anything design related that you want to learn. It's all happening right here. So a few of the major channels, we've got the Creative Challenge channel, and this is where you can find all of the prompts, just another place as well as that Behance webpage for our daily challenges. And be sure to post your feedback in any of these. So we have a few different channels. Current challenge channel, that's only for the ones that are happening during this 2 weeks of the challenge. And if you have any past work that you're still working on, totally fine, you can do that as well. And then anything else, like anything from your portfolio, things like that, you can post it in there. Be sure to introduce yourself as well if you're new in the introductions panel. Cool, so that is Discord in a nutshell. So I already have, let's see, my XD file pulled up here. I think I have my color changing. There we go. It was a little tan. I have this thing called f.lux. It's just like a drop down, and it helps your eyes so you don't see as much blue light. So hopefully that's better. So Santaji is saying, just don't add anchovies. I agree with you there. So we're on the 8th day. Only one more day left, guys. That's so crazy. So about the challenge, like I mentioned, we're going to be doing a build your own pizza experience. So add whatever kind of toppings you want, but I want you to animate those toppings. So what I'm going to be doing today is having the toppings kind of fall from the sky a bit. It's not as crazy as it sounds, I promise. And then below here, I have some inspiration for you guys, some concepts, as well as like some real apps. So this is the Pizza Hut one. So you can see you can add like half and half of certain toppings if you want that. I liked this one for the illustrations. This one, I liked that you can plus or minus for as many toppings as you want. That was cool. And then this one's a concept, but I liked how they showed the blank pizza first, and then you can add or customize if it's small or large. Yeah, so really try to customize the pizza. Just have fun with it today. And then, as always, if you want to rewatch me go over all of some of my favorite resources, we've got some tutorials, favorite icon places and photos. All those resources I went over last Monday in that stream, so you can rewatch that. Cool. So I have a ton of artboards actually already started. Just because I want to focus on the actual prototyping part of it today rather than like the building part. So let me just zoom in and kind of explain what I'm doing here. So first I want to start with just an empty pizza. So I've got the type of pizza on top, I've got the price, and then just some customization. So like what size, any extra toppings. I'm only doing 3 for today, but feel free to add as many as you want. And then I want to choose, well, yeah, I guess this is a good place to start. I'll kind of go down the line. So on all of these, I do want to add like a back arrow and then just like your cart to see like what you're planning on buying. So let's go ahead and copy these. And the nice thing is that it pastes all of these icons in place on every single artboard, so I don't have to like rearrange them every single time. So I'll just put this like right there. If the Classico is your favorite pizza, I guess I'll group these and just copy, paste them on each artboard. Okay. There's a lot, but I promise it won't be too bad. Okay. All right, so next, from this artboard to this artboard, I just want to be able to press what size of pizza that I want. So let's go on over into the prototyping tab, and I'll hit the medium button, and then you just drag over your little blue indicator over to the next artboard, and the trigger is just going to be tap in our drop down up here. And I already have what the button will look like once we pressed it. So let's go ahead and preview that. Put this right here. Press medium. Okay, pretty simple. Let's save so far. And then from this one to this one, it's just going to be like a gradual, we're just going to be gradually adding all of these extra elements. So first I want to start with the tomato. Tomatoes are my favorite topping. I actually usually only get cheese, but I don't know. I just like it plain. What about you guys? What's your favorite topping? Yeah. Okay, so again, all we're doing here is just dragging and dropping this little tomato indicator over here and another tap trigger. Easy so far. So the next one, a little bit tricky, but I'll go through it slow. So what I want to do is both add a slider right here to show like how many tomatoes I want, and I want to show them dropping from the top of the screen onto the pizza. So super fun. So I always, whenever I'm doing something like kind of complex on a prototype, I always start at the end and then work my way back. So it's easier to remove things than to add things is what I found. So let's get one of these tomatoes that I already have, and I'll add it right here. That's huge. We do not need this slider. So this will be like the slider handle right here. Oh, Cheryl asked, did you ever figure out what was causing all the power cutting out yesterday? I think it was just that live streaming takes a lot of power, and I was like daisy chaining everything. So I need to put everything in separate outlets. So you should see my living room right now. It's like crazy. So many cords everywhere. Okay, so when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you name everything, especially since we're going to have a lot of different layers. So be very diligent about the naming. So I'm just naming this tomato large and then tomato path. And then I'll copy these, paste these on the previous one. And then I want to drag this over. And we just need to kind of get rid of part of this path. We don't want to totally get rid of it, otherwise auto-animate will not be able to find it. And it won't know how to transition. So keep the path, just make it kind of hidden. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a drag trigger, not a tap. And the action will be auto-animate. So let's preview this one right now. So we can drag it. The curving there, not a big deal. Like, you could finesse that a little bit, but I'm just going to say that's fine for now. And I want to add the tomatoes falling. So let's go back into the design tab, and then we'll just add a bunch of these, like 4 maybe. And we'll show them kind of rotating around. And like as you're falling, you could have more falling. You could change the sizes while they're falling. Yeah, just kind of play around with it. And then let's group these together. And again, name this. So tomato group. And again, I'm starting from the last one and then going backwards. So copy that and we'll paste it on this one and just drag it all the way up. Not totally off the artboard, because again, auto-animate will lose it, but just a teensy tiny little bit, so we can't really see it. Okay, so let's see how this works. Woo! Super fun! They're falling onto our pizza. Okay, now from this one to this one. Oh, Tim said that's because she puts so much energy into these streams. That's sweet. Yeah, I'm just like such a powerful designer that I just break the grid. Okay, so now we're gonna go from, we're gonna add an olive. I actually hate olives, I detest them, but just for the sake of this presentation, we will add them. So again, we're just doing a tap trigger and just a simple one, and then this will appear. And then from this one to this one, same thing, we want to add this slider. So let's get this guy and we'll just add a bunch of olives. Oh, first, for continuity's sake, I do need to add the tomatoes to the rest of these. So let's add those. Okay. Now we can add the olives. So it's not like, hey, why did our tomatoes disappear all of a sudden? So we're on this one. Wait, were we? Yeah, so we press the olive and this slider goes from 0 to 100. So let's zoom in a bit. Add some little olives. So I went to Italy this summer for my honeymoon and I had so much pizza this summer. It was like, oh my God, they have the best pizza there. So I'm just grouping these together. Olive group. If you ever get the chance to go, definitely recommend like Florence especially. And then same thing here, we're just gonna drag this all the way up. Not totally off, but like just a teensy tiny bit so we can't really see it. Okay, now let's go over into prototype, and actually we still need to add the slider. So let's grab another olive, copy that, paste it right here, and then we'll copy this and paste it and just delete like a little part of this so it's not going through the hole there. Okay, that looks good. And again, gotta name these. So olive large, and then this one olive path. Cool. Copy that, paste it on this one, and same thing, we will make this path super short but not like totally deleting it. Drag this guy over. Okay, now we can go over into prototype mode again. Excuse me. And then drag this over, same thing that we did with the tomato slider. So we're gonna say, oh, it's already there. The trigger will be drag and the action will be auto-animate. Okay, now let's go ahead and like preview what we have so far. See how it's looking. But I want to preview from this one. Okay, so we just got to this screen. We chose the Classico, and then we press medium. And then, okay, we want to add some tomatoes. So then the tomato slider appears. Drag this over. Tomatoes drop down. And then let's add some olives. Okay. Drag the olives over. Olives drop down. And let's add like one more thing. I've got some mushrooms. So from this one to this one, zoom in a bit so you can see better. So we're going to drag this little slider over, and the trigger will be tap so that we see this button. And then we'll add the mushrooms. I'm actually going to add some basil or whatever this little leaf is as well. I would say it's basil. Okay. Just rotate these. Oh, forgot. We got to copy the olives over as well so they don't disappear. Okay. Now we can copy over the mushrooms. Put these here. Okay. Copy paste. Rotate these around a bit. Add some more basil. I actually love basil on pizza. Not that it makes that big of a difference, I guess, but it's the little things. I have too many toppings now. It's not looking good. Okay, that's fine. So we just need to group all these together. So the basil and the mushrooms. Also, I hate mushrooms. I've learned that I'm actually a pretty picky eater. Copy that. And again, drag it all the way up to the top, like just leaving a tad bit so that auto-animate knows. Otherwise, because if I drag this off, it will be on the pasteboard and it won't be part of this artboard anymore. So that's why we need to leave a teensy bit. What you could do though, actually, is when it's up here and you don't want this to show, you could just bring it to 0 transparency. So I could do that. So we don't see anything. And then it goes to 100. Okay. Now we just need to add the slider. So let's get another mushroom. I'm just going to say this is mushrooms, not like both mushrooms and basil. And we need to make this tan a little bit smaller. There we go. Also, oh, Tim's making fun of me. He's saying, also, I hate cheese and tomato sauce and the dough. That's not true. I love all of those. But most other things, I don't know. It's just like when you have good ingredients, there's just no need for extra things. All right. And then, oh, we need to name these. So mushroom large. And then mushroom path. Okay. And we can copy and paste this over. And then we'll just get rid of some of this. Oh, you guys are chatting too fast. I can't read everything. I've been told Italian chefs don't really like picky eaters. Yeah, that's true, I would say. Paulo. Okay. And now we can move on over into prototype mode. Drag this over again. So we're going to do a drag, same as the last ones, and the action is auto-animate. So let's preview just this one. Okay, cool. That looks good. Let's save. And this is making me hungry. Let's just preview from the beginning. All right, so we've got our Classico pizza. We choose medium. We choose tomatoes. We want a lot of tomatoes. I think I messed up the layer order there. That's why it's changing a bit. And then olives. We want a lot of olives. And mushrooms. We want a lot of mushrooms. Yay, looks great. Okay, you could also add like a checkout if you want, but that's about all the time that I have left. So let's save this. And of course, we want to upload this to Behance. So we're getting quite a little collection here. This is my project that I have been working on for the last 2 weeks. So let's scroll all the way down. We did the reading app, we did the geocaching app, we did the cycle bar, the language learning, and the recycling rewards. Again, if you want to rewatch this one where my power doesn't go out, that is uploaded to YouTube now, so feel free to watch that. Oh, I already uploaded it. Okay. So if you want, like, add a nice little background, you know, you can add the prototype, whatever you feel like, but definitely add a little description. And of course, go on into settings, and under discoverability, we want you to definitely add XD daily challenge for that keyword. Otherwise, we won't be able to find your work and possibly feature you on the live stream and just give you feedback. So save that. Okay, save. And then we can go back to my profile and make sure it's there. Scroll down. Perfect. All right. Now I'm going to search up some of you guys' work. So let's see what we got. I already have one pulled up. Daily challenge. And I'll search by most recent. Oh, this is so cute. What's this? By Max. I think this might be, is this the language learning one? Oh my gosh, this is the cutest thing ever. A little donut badge. Oh, okay, so you've got basics, basics 2, and phrases, people, places, food. Awesome. And then it's a little drop down to choose what language you want to learn. This is so cute. Did you make all these little illustrations? What do you call this in Ukrainian? Oh, that is so cute. I want this to be a real app. This is such a good idea, showing all of your prototype, like the draggy little things. Okay, let's see the prototype. This is so cute. I was looking this morning and I didn't even see this one, so I'm glad I happened upon it. Wrong. Let's see. Oh, and the like waveform. Wow. Above and beyond, man. This is amazing. So cute. Okay, let's see. We can look at this one. Oh, the recycle one. Okay, by Jack. Let me scroll up. Reduce. Users scan their items to determine the proper recycling method and then crush their photo in the app to earn points redeemable in an online store. I love this. So you're scanning your item and it tells you it's glass. That's so cool. And I like that you added this little illustration of like the crushing thing. That's cute. Oh, your illustrations of all of the different types of recycling. I love this. Let's see the prototype. Oh, it's a bit big. Got all the types, scanning. Okay, searching for it. So cute. Wow, great job. Man, you guys are really giving me a run for my money. You should be teaching this. This looks so good. All right, guys, that's about all the time that we have left. Thank you all so much for joining, and be sure to stay tuned. We've got Erin Nolan. She's going to be working on her plant app after this, and be sure to stay tuned for tomorrow. It's our last day at 11:30 tomorrow, and I hope you have a wonderful Thursday. Bye, guys.